today I'm going to be showing you how to make a cheese stuffed burger. For the burger and chips you're going to need potatoes. The recipe says 3 but it's really as many chips as you want. You're going to need 675 grams of minced beef, some burger buns, an egg, a small onion, some 75 grams of cream cheese, some spring onions, salt and pepper, and then we've got some fresh parsley and basil. The first thing you want to do is you're going to dice your onion. I like to slice up the onion first, but not all the way to the top so it's still attached. And then once you've got lots of little runs, you're then going to turn it around and just cut the onion, and it should be into small pieces. Next, what you want to do is dice up the parsley. Now I can't really give you an exact amount because it comes off a plant, so I mean just enough really. So once you've cut the parsley and the onion, you're going to want to add the mince, the parsley, the onion and the egg to a mixing bowl and then combine it until it's all combined. Once the mixture is combined, it should look something like this. You're then going to put it to one side just as you make the filling. Now the burgers are actually cream cheese and chives stuffed, however we don't have any chives, so I'm going to be using spring onions and basil instead to complement the cream cheese. Once you've diced the basil and spring onion, you're going to add it to the cream cheese and then mix until combined. Once that's done, it should look something like this. You're going to want to get the burger meat out and follow the next step. What I've done with the burger mixture is divided it into 8 even balls, and then I'm going to just flatten it out into a burger shape. I've added a bit of flour just because the burger balls are getting a bit sticky. With 4 of the burgers, what you're going to want to do is just spoon some of the cream cheese filling on top. We're then going to take the other 4 burgers and we're going to put them on top, and we're going to crimp the edges so that it all stays in. Once you've done, the burgers should look something like this. We are going to put the burgers in the fridge until they're ready to be cooked later. So while the burgers are in the fridge, I'm just going to line the pan with some oil, and then once I've done this, I'm just going to put it into the oven at 180 degrees to heat up. What I've just done is wash the potatoes. I'm now going to cut them into chip shapes. What I've done to cut them is I've cut them into 3 sections down the side, and then I'm just going to slice them like this, and you should have, well, they look a bit like wedges, but chips. Once all the chips are cut up like this, you're just going to add them to a pan and some boiling water, and you're going to boil them for about 5 to 7 minutes until they start to go soft. It might be less, it might be a little bit more, but what you want in is for the potato still to be firm, but not to the point where it's really, really soft. What I've just done is I've just drained off the chips, and I'm just going to put them in the oven. This oil is going to be extremely hot, so when you're transferring the potatoes to the oil, make sure not to burn yourself. Once I've transferred the chips to the tray, I'm just going to bake them for about 20 to 30 minutes. You might put them in a bit longer if you like them crispy, but that should be the time they need to cook. While the chips are in the oven, what I've just done is I've just transferred the burgers over to a grill rack. I'm going to put them under the grill for about 8 to 9 minutes per side. Make sure to keep an eye on them because they might take a little bit less. Just depends how hot the grill is. I've put mine on at about 180 degrees again. Once the chips have come out the oven, they should look something like that. I've added some salad and a slice of cheese with the burger, and that's how I'll serve it. Hi, I'm Lucy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make chocolate cheesecake. You are going to need 250 grams of any chocolate, 300 grams of cream cheese, 300 millilitres of double cream, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 50 grams of butter, 200 grams of any biscuit crushed, and I'm going to be making a white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake, so I'll be using raspberries as well. The first thing you're going to want to do is line a cake tin. Next you are going to want to put your biscuits in a bag, and using a rolling pin you're going to break them. In a mixing bowl you're going to want to melt the butter. I've just done this in the microwave, and then add the biscuit that you've just crumbled. Once the butter and biscuits are combined, put them back in the cake tin and just squash it to the bottom to bake your base. After this you're going to want to put it in the fridge while you do the next bit. In a bowl you are going to want to whip the cream. To this you're going to add the cream cheese and your melted chocolate. If you're adding any extras like me, this would be the time to do it. And once you've folded everything in, you're just going to add this to your base and refrigerate for at least 4 hours. This is what it should look like, and that's your chocolate cheesecake.